Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to Savotta Russia. We are in the forest today, in the snowy forest, and we're gonna stay here for the night. We're gonna stay here for the day, and yeah, the night and part of the day tomorrow, hopefully, most likely. And we're here on a kind of a stranded survival overnighter. I have my pack, of course, which is a little bit larger than it needs to be, but it's not because of food, because we have no food, we have no water. Everything we're gonna live off is melted snow and a little bit of dried salted fish. So let's see how that goes. And yeah, this is one of our new balaclavas. They're for the spring and the summer. They're cotton, but they're nice for a liner, for the hat here, or for the beanie, for the watch cap. But it's not that cold today. It's like -7, 8 C's. You can see it's pretty nice weather. We have some blue skies. The sun is looking out now and then. This morning was about -15. I would expect the night to be the same, sort of like -13, 15 or something. And we don't have any sleeping bag either. So we are of course at the location where this big old pine fell over, and we're gonna turn that into a Siberian log fire tonight here. We're really gonna rely on it. So let me get the pack off and all that good stuff, and let's get some stuff done. Some very important items here. Rubberized gloves, rubberized work gloves, light. So we're gonna get the fire going. Not so much because we're gonna keep warm, but because we want to melt some water straight away, because we want to have something to drink. And here we have a good example on why a good saw for winter survival, for winter camping, but for winter survival, to keep warm in an environment like this where you have very deep snow and low temperatures and so on, is much preferable over an axe. Because if I had to divide this log here, which is how thick is it? It's like this thickness here, right? I mean, that's gonna take forever, and I have to cut a lot of wood out, so I have a lot of loss of wood. I think it's dry, but with this guy here, it's almost a blade here is a little bit longer than the log is diameter, but we can cut it for sure. It's gonna take me a few minutes for sure, so I'm not gonna bore you with that, but it's much more efficient. So I'm gonna do that. Nice water. Ice everywhere. I really like this Siberian X head here, or this native style head, was only, you say, sharpened on one side, only has a bevel on one side, sort of like a convex grind on one side and flat on the other. And then this funky handle here, super awesome for gloves and when it's wet and cold and you have ice on it and all that good stuff. Super awesome, made it myself. That is rough Siberian feather sticks, but that's what they use, the natives, or sometimes anyway. Alright guys, so it's definitely time to get the little jacket on, because it is not warm. And I've tested this jacket here pretty well the past month or so, and it's really nice and warm. So it's gonna be another test this evening here, this night here. But I don't think it's that really that much of a minus, but okay, now the wind died down, but that wind is a killer. The wind is from the north. Camera warming up over there. I actually forgot a camera. I forgot a camera at home. This is not so good. So I've been using you guys a little bit more than I wanted to, because now I only have this action cam, and the other one is not an action cam. It doesn't really like cold weather. Alright guys, we have some snow in the pot. We are going a little bit easy on it, but for you guys who are wearing bicycle helmets and so on, this is stainless steel, so it should be pretty safe. This is the Swedish M40, this is also stainless steel, and this is also stainless steel, and the lid is of course stainless steel. So this is our camp. That's north, and the wind have happily taking it a little bit easy. We can see we have a little bit of light out there, so maybe the cloud cover is gonna disappear. We will find out. Oh. So one little thing about setting up camp for especially a Siberian log fire, which is a directional fire and a low maintenance fire, is of course I always set up a little fire first. Then we will, of course, we can see where the smoke is drifting, and the smoke is drifting south because we have this northern wind going on, right? That means that it's good to camp there. It's okay to camp here, but not as good as up there. It's clearing, definitely. It's coming closer and closer. The light there. We have the sun going down out there somewhere. Oh, let's get some water. And let's get some dried salted fish. But I think I will start to manhandle these logs there and get them over in the vicinity of our camp, because this fire there, of course, is of course good for cooking and so on. Very nice actually. The directional heat is of course very much upwards, which just makes it a good cooking fire, but not the best camping fire. Alright guys, so I can see stars in the sky, water is soon boiling. We actually don't have to boil snow, but it's always a good thing. But we have a nasty breeze from the north. I've been sitting here for like half an hour, 30-40 minutes without this fjelduk and without this cover here, which is, as I mentioned many times, super awesome. And today it is definitely a lifesaver, or what we can call it. It certainly beats the hell out of making a shelter just to deploy this guy here and it weighs only like a little bit more than a kilo. It takes up almost no space. It's a great piece of gear which is super expensive, but I'm gonna change that because I'm gonna start manufacturing these guys here, or something similar anyway. But most likely not to you guys. Most likely not to the foreign market as the situation is at the moment. Deploying this and putting this on, that makes a hell of a difference. Let's just say it like that. And it's only 60 grams of Primaloft. It's amazing. It's an amazing piece of gear. Normally you can take logs like half the size, 4 of them, about 2.5 meters long and so on, and a good base log, and it will last for 12-14 hours. It's gonna last much longer, probably. It's also starting to snow, even there's a completely clear sky, or almost clear sky, but it's humidity. Awesome. I think we are gonna get the boots off and sit down a little bit, and then simply just take a few hours, get something to drink here, and eat a little bit of salted dried fish. A little too many snowflakes flaking around here for you guys, because you are not in an action camp. Here we have a bag with fish, with dried fish. So they come in these pieces. It's like chopped fish, and they are put in a salt brine, and after salt brine they are dabbed with pepper, strong red pepper, hot red pepper it's called. And then we can do like this. It's quite soft. We have some skin here, but we don't really need to remove it. This is not nice to remove because this is some spikes, and you can chew them if you want to, but why? It's like a small fish defense mechanism. But it's super awesome. Very tasty. That's all for the evening food here. Strips of dried salted fish. You can see, it's nice. And this, of course, very nutritious. We have like, I don't know, less than 100 grams. It's also on you guys. So I'll get organized a little bit and talk to you later. Hello there guys, so it's the morning after and we are not really at the campsite, right? Because the cameras, unfortunately, as it happens sometimes when it gets cold, stopped working, and I had one less camera than I planned, so the big camera doesn't like cold. This little guy here you are on now doesn't, it likes cold, it doesn't like it, but it can take it, but I will use it way too much. So no footage from the morning. They refuse to work, but that's how it is when you're filming in cold weather. Sometimes it happened a few times. Here we have the snow depths. Here we have the awesome snow. You can see the crystals. It's like -10 now, something maybe 8, 9. Temperatures during night went down to -15, something like that. 14, 15, 16, who knows? But something in that range. It's awesome weather. I was skiing a little bit, so yeah, what is there to do? I don't want to make this much longer than it is, and need be. So guys, please check the links in the description. Please consider supporting the channel when the links come up for that. And until next time, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome, and see you in the next video, guys. Let's check the snow depth here. There's something around the little flashlight folder pocket. So we're not walking anywhere out there. You can for a few hundred meters and then you're done. Hunter skis are needed.